What's up guys, AG Drawings here. It has been an inordinate amount of time. It's been a long time in the making. I think it was around 2020, 2019 maybe that I postulated the idea initially. An idea for a YouTube series after undertaking my undergraduate degree right through the way to PG certification towards becoming an architect. It's been quite a task in juggling drawing alongside becoming an architect. Now that that's concluded, I'm able to use drawing as a means of recording, but also as a means of exploration as well. And yeah, just continue to do what I love to do. Without any further ado, the Redhouse. I think buildings that represent our social centres definitely have a great importance and prominence, and more often than not they are reflected in the architecture. And so when looking at the actual Redhouse, it's clear that a lot of thought and a lot of attention went into the details of the building. With the importance that a building like this does have within the community, I think it's important to, within this particular study, let that come across and let that communicate over. And so I've chosen an elevational study instead of fading other bits out, emphasising other bits. Really just trying to show the power of the structure so that its physical presence comes across, but also its metaphorical importance, or what its metaphorical importance should be. And that's why I've chosen to do like an imposing elevational study where you're standing head on. The perspective is slightly skewed as it's such a tall and powerful building. Unfortunately, because of lockdown, I wasn't able to draw or start this on site, which is how I normally like to draw. So what's important when it comes to these studies is that I establish a perspective and I understand the horizontal and the vertical lines. Because it's an elevational study, perspective doesn't play as big a role as it does in others, but it is still something to consider. So here you can just see me working through the details and beginning to finish it off. I'd always caution against starting to detail it before you've got everything mapped out and aligned. But I do get a bit carried away sometimes, and I like to see little pieces of it coming through. And also in other pieces, which I'll touch on in a different video, it's important for me to do that for what I'm trying to communicate in that particular piece as well. This was a fairly straightforward, rational piece. It was quite nice because although it was challenging and a very large study, it was kind of a nice way to see what I learned and really test myself within one drawing.